So now let's start with page number 7. So page number 7 and 8 are going to be pretty much easy, and they are again going to be a kind of mirror image of each other. So I don't think this page should take a longer time to make. So the thing, measure over 7 and cut it. I'll have to do it like this. So I'm sorry, I cut it on this side, measure 7 and cut it, and then measure over 8 and cut it. Put this piece in your reserve pile. Again, put this piece in your reserve pile. Now we are going to make a pocket over here, and I'm going to use die cut. But if you are not planning to use die cut, then I will tell you what to do in that case. So first of all, I will show you how big the measurements for our pocket. Okay. So those who are planning to use die cut, I'm telling the measurements for those who are planning to use die cut. So measure over 5 and cut it. And on this side, okay, so this is for die cut. If you are using die cut, then measure over 5 and cut it. And if you are not planning to use die cut, then measure over 3 and cut it. Okay, and on this side, measure over 9 and cut it. Now we are going to score 2 lines on each side. So each score line, so first measure over 8.5 and cut it, and score your line. I'm sorry, measure over, this is 9, right? 8.5, yeah. Then turn around and again at 8.5 you will have to score one more line. So on each side you are going to score at ½ inch. This is going to be our pocket. For those who are going to use, so I am going to go ahead and die cut one of the side. Okay, so this is how I place my die cut. So I measure, like I got the center, because this is going to be 8 inch between these two score line, and I found this center at 4 inches, and accordingly I placed my die cut. And now I am going to pass it through die cut machine. This is what I got. So now I am going to cut on sides. For that, since it is 2 inches in depth, I am going to measure 2 inches on both sides and give a cut. Or I changed my mind, because if you see, this cut is still over here, so instead of 2 inches I am going to cut let me see. Okay, so I am going to cut at 1/3/8. So 1 inch and like 1/3/8 inches. Okay, so just trace a light line over here. 1/3/8. And if you are not using die cut, don't worry, just keep your measurements as it is. I will tell you, I'll let you know what to do next. Okay, so what we have now, we are going to put it on our base mat. Let me see how these flowers are facing. Okay, I will use it this way. Okay, so I am going to use my glue and put it on one side over here. Again, if you have a score tape, you can go ahead and use your score tape over here, and then align it properly, making sure that those score lines are falling on two sides of this base mat. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put glue here. Now in your laser pile, you will find this piece. So go ahead and measure 3.5 and cut it. This is for the people who are using a die cut, and if you are not using die cut, then go ahead and measure 2 and 7/8 and cut it. So for me, I am going to cut 3.5 inches. So we are cutting 3.5 here for die cut piece, and 2/7/8 like for the one who are not using die cut. Then measure over, we'll do like this, 7 and 7/8 and cut it. Put this piece in your reserve pile. If you see, it fits perfectly over here. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this, like, stick it on my white pocket. So this is kind of our 7 mat is ready, and I'm going to put some lace here. So I'm planning to put my crochet lace here. This is my handmade crochet lace. So let's see how it fits here. You can use any laces in Hobby Lobby or also in Joann. You will get really nice laces. So, and they do have good deals on laces. So you can find similar to this and put it, and also it also based on your choice how you want to put your laces. I'm going to stick it over here. And also I'll put some glue here. Okay. And you know, I think I'll put this lace also on top. It will look really pretty if you see this. Yeah. Initially I thought I'll just put one lace, but I think this lace is also looking really pretty, overlapping on this white lace. So I will go ahead and put this lace here. Measure 7 inches and cut it. Put this piece in your reserves pile. Then measure over 8 and cut it. As I said, this page is going to be exactly similar like page 7. Instead it is a mirror image, so we are going to make pocket on our right side of this page. So let's take white cardstock. So measure over 9 and cut it. Measure over 5 and cut it. Those who are not using their die, they are going to measure over 3 inches and cut it instead of 5 inches. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and for this I decided I will not do score lines on half inches, but instead I will just eyeball it and put it on my mat. Okay, so what I will do, I will just take the center. This is 9 inches, so the center is at 4.5, and my die cut's depth is around 2 inches, so I'll just put slight marking here so that it will be easy for me to place my die cut. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and place my die cut here. Okay, and I will pass it to my die cut machine. I will be back. Okay, so this is what I got. I'm going to cut over here. So let's see what is the measurement. So mark at 1/3/8 on both sides. And similar to what we have on page 7. Now in your reserve pile you will have this leftover piece that we are going to use. Okay. So measure over, let me see how I am going to place it. I will place it, so this space is going to be on our right side. Okay, I will measure from here. Measure over 7/7/8 and cut it. Then measure over 3.5 and cut it. Okay, so I have this piece ready. So this is 3.5 by 7 and 7/8. Those who are not using a punch, they are going to cut 7/7/8 and 2/7/8. Okay, now I am going to place this piece on my white cardstock. What I am going to do first is I am going to leave like half inches on both sides. Let's see. Or yeah, before that okay, I am going to put it on this base mat. Just make sure that it is aligning properly. Okay, and I'm going to put tacky glue here. So if you see, this is on the right side of the base mat. Okay, I will put, oops, or you can put score tape here if you want. And then at this moment you have to be really careful while placing this white cardstock, making sure that you are leaving around half inches not around, like half inches on both sides. So that is the reason I made this mark here. Okay, okay, now this side is already stuck over here. Okay, and this extra piece will tuck it around. And same for this. I'll put my tacky glue. On this side. And then I'm going to put this piece over here. This is ready. Now I'm going to put my lace. Let's see how much I need. And also I'm going to put this cute lace over here on top. Okay, so we have this mat ready. We have these two mats, 7 and 8, like this. They are going to be placed like this. I was thinking that I will add these 2 sentiments on these pages, the everyday and which was delightful. So it will, I think it will go very well. So everyday we'll put on our mat 7 and delightful we'll put it on mat 8. So let's go ahead and cut them. So I have again these 2 sentiments ready. Again I am going to make a white background for these sentiments. Again in your stock pile you will find this white cardstock that we can use to make our border. Okay, so I have these sentiments ready and I'm going to put them using these foam dots. I will put it here and here. Let me see, I think I'll put it like this. Oh, let me see, I don't need this foam dot over here because, or sorry, I think I will need to put it on this side. it is going to be like this. The other foam dot will be here. Okay, it is going to be on this side. Okay. Okay, and this delightful will come here. Then let me put foam dot here, sorry, here, and I'll put glue and on this side. Okay, so it is going to be like this. So this is how our mat 7 and 8 are ready. We'll proceed to mat number 9.